All right, bro. Nah.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. It is week 16.
Go to mom and get your pamper change.
A good one in store.
Thank you, sir.
As it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Go get the pamper change. Long lost friend named Mike. Mr. Weaver.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last. And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. Second and 11. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going to try and throw. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. 50 Bobcats. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 50. Dragon 6.
Richardson looking to throw this. The fight has been tied in. 29 officially.
Not playing 19. Cut 19. Cut 19.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
19 tight. 60 even. 60. Pat Corey, 70. Go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At their own 33-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. To make some changes.
When you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Out of the gun, they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6.
He's got it in, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
He's got a man downfield is Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Richardson going to move him around.
And the
Check the
Lions
Eagles. Check
first
the
down.
Eagles. Check the Rangers. Check the Rangers. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Final 30 seconds in this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now Richardson. He's got that wide open complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
At the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Richardson. And he'll keep it himself. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Here we go. Check.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they'll see if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Let's go now. Nike 18.
second and 1. As he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He changed the route on that RPO.
Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds. But a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Richardson looking to throw. To the left side, looked in by Horton. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 23, here's a second down and 9.
Let's go now. Like 79 Broncos.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Back to throw here. Wide and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 13. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Offside, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 19 Lions, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, got 50,
Now Richardson back to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And put it down. They're able to get it to their 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go, set.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. An extra point by York is up and good. And a wrap is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 6-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, if we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
After 60, after 60. 65 cat, 65 cat.
Here's the second and 7. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Stop it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Back
Back to throw. Lions take it in by Spears. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Karen Wilson from 14 yards out. And the Packers get a bit closer. After right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Sometimes that's what
Into the sack, he's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 72 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Richardson will throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
I'd rather say kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
This is
Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Loose inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
That nigga Lamar is a weapon.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Back to throw again. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's such a cool thing.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Let's go.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Stand up with it. Just kidding. No, the other foot.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Off the action.
Good job. That's so money. Y'all walking.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. Time for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off the next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell.
And it's caught up inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And the support by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Dude.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they're still by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got a pretty rare duck, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Go! 60 Bison, 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jalen Walker in there trying for his 11th sack of the year.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish a chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Hey, talk to me. What you got?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Slings this deep from the corner. Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rocco 80.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh.
And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, that's football for me.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. They're looking for his tight end. The corner is complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Packers 35.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
And
anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for a score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
That extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
35. Cade York to kick off.
Man, they want me to punt it out.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's up underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
He wasted way too much time.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
How much did that?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
42. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
You want to win that bitch back later? All right, you do this 14-14. We want to record it. I get the ball. I don't do that thing. And we can run that bitch back later. I know. I know. Keep that connection. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know what's wrong with this.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
Man, give me a second, bro.
That's
I
going to
don't
be the
know
case.
what I'm
There's too
keeps
much to
saying
handle
internet.
on the other side in this one.
It keeps saying internet.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's 2nd and 8. intercepted for the third time thus far.
So we started at the 2. Then we played after we started 2-minute mark in the first quarter, and then we play the second quarter, and then that's whoever win the second quarter by the second
This
quarter.
is such
Maybe
a
we give a
tough,
good
loud venue, but you can hear a pin
yeah,
drop
that bitch
right
ain't
now. A
connection
lot
fails.
of
So I
fans
don't know what's wrong
long
with this shit.
gone, not used to
Basically,
seeing
we
a
can run that bitch
lopsided
back later,
score
bro.
like this.
Let's do it like
Now it's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, but that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Get it. 19 Fox, 70 Red Dragon, 60. 19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
1 minute left.
York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
19 Tigers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a
Let
check-down
me
situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he
Take
can
one
break
on
some
that,
tackles
I
and
do
make
want
tight
to
end,
eat
but he
that too.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they?
I don't even know what's in that. I don't know. It stinks. You sure you want you? I don't smell like garbage. You can give him a little bit of allergy. All overdue. Right. Oh, it's beans and dirty rice. Put it in the microwave for me. Warm it up for me. Yeah, warm it up.
Bro, just warm it up. It's already made. Damn.